We're using two different cameras up above for the split screen, and I'm not sure that's going to work out the best for everybody intended, but we'll do what we can for you folks here. And leading it off for Nyack here against Cloud County. Yeah, their center fielder number 3, Malik Ziegler. Ziegler, sophomore out of Des Moines, Iowa, batting .462. 13 at bats, 4 runs on 6 hits, 2 doubles, a homer so far this season. As North Iowa is 3-0 this weekend here at Community Ballpark here in Highland. Russ Carnberry today with the Sky Sport Network. We'll be here for all 3 ball games. Ivan Baida, who was setting up the cameras up above. And the count goes to 3-0 on the leadoff batter here for Nyack. Fastball down low, ball 4. Walked him on 4 straight pitches. First walk given up by number 27, Zach Holmes. Again on the hill, Zach Holmes, a 6'1", 215-pound left-handed freshman out of Topeka, Kansas. ERA of 6.75. First pitch down, and Eric Runner will go to second base on the wild pitch. Holmes on the hill has had 2 appearances so far this season. He's pitched in 2 games, or 2 games. He's pitched in 8 innings, 7 runs on 6 of them earned on 10 hits, 7 walks, and 4 strikeouts so far this year. And he's facing Connor Enoch. Enoch's a freshman out of Des Moines, Iowa, batting .250 in the number 2 spot. And a quick timeout on the field as catcher's going to go talk to Zach Holmes, who's yet to throw a strike in the ballgame. Trojans ranked 13th in the NJCA Division II preseason poll, 3-0 on the season. They've got most of their batting stats right now are what you can consider insane, as they've been dominating here at Highland this weekend. Pop fly down the right-hand side. That's going to drop in for a fair ball. Runner had to hold at second base. And the Trojans now have runners at the corners with nobody down. That's going to bring up the shortstop, Robbie Glendenning. Glendenning, a sophomore out of Western Australia, batting .692 to number 3 spot. 13 at-bats, 8 runs on 9 hits, 2 homers, 4 runs batted in. Nyack came into this contest with 6 stolen bases. They have not been caught this weekend. That pitch upstairs for ball 1. That pitch catches a strike. Count now goes to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, guys. One ball, 1 strike. Holmes checks the runner. Ground ball, third baseman. They're going to come home with the play. And Ziegler's caught in a pickle at third base. The runner will go to third on the play. They get the out on the rundown. So Glendenning reaches base on the fielder's choice, 5-2-5. And that'll bring up Troy Bullingham. Bullingham's a sophomore out of Perth, Western Australia, batting .385 on the year. The starting right fielder for the Trojans. Holmes checks the runner at first. Now come to so 1 ball, no strikes. Runners at the corner, ball in the dirt. Wild pitch by Holmes. That's his first wild pitch of the season. Huh? Yeah, yeah. This is what we're showing right now. Pitch bluff out at the plate. I think we do better with just the one camera though, but he wanted to try, so. Oh yeah, we just change the next game. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at second and third for Nyack. Ball gets away that nope hit the batter. So the bases are loaded. So Zach Holmes struggling here in the top of the first inning as he's got the bases loaded with 1 down. Second walk given up to Chris. Now the batter, excuse me. Get my pitch. -1. And that's going to bring up Austin Ladeau. Ladeau is a sophomore out of Hastings, Minnesota, batting .400. Again, the stats for Nyack were updated this morning on the national website, so kudos to them for getting that done. And again, their batting stats are what you would just consider insane. Team batting average of .429. Their slugging percentage of the team, .771 after 3 games here at the Community Ballpark in Highland this weekend against Cloud County and Highland. And they're showing everybody why they were considered the number 13th ranked team in the Nation Division 2. So Austin Ladeau at the plate, batting .400, 10 at-bats, 4 runs on 4 hits, a homer, and 5 RBIs on the season. He's got the bases loaded with 1 out here in the top of the first. Still no score on the board, and he takes the first offering to him from Zach Holmes for a strike. Holmes again with an ERA of 6.75. This is his 3rd appearance on the hill this year. He's got 2 starts under his belt, 8 innings of work, 7 runs, 6 of them earned. He's given up 10 hits on the season. He's walked 7 and struck out 4. That pitch high and outside. And the count will go to 1-1. I want to thank those of you that tuned in last night for the extra ball game. A little broadcast here earlier in the day. As the schedules got turned around a little bit. Another pitch in the dirt. Nice block by the Cloud County pitcher or catcher. And that is Garrett Graveline, freshman out of Papillion, Nebraska, behind the plate for the T-Birds this afternoon. So 2 balls and 1 strike to the cleanup batter, or correct, number 5 batter. Pop fly. That's going to reach foul and get back out of play. And that'll even the count up at 2-2. Feel free to type something in on the right-hand side of your screen over there where the chat section is. Let me know who you are and where you are. We'd be happy to give you a shout-out this afternoon during our broadcast. 2-2 to count. To number 24, Austin Ladeau. Ground ball, shortstop. That could be 2. 1 at second. A high throw at first, but they get him. And that will retire the side. No score. As Holmes gets out of the jam. So, North Iowa strands a runner. And they get the inning from Cloud County. We'll be back with the bottom of the first in just a second. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network. Defensive alignment Cloud County here in the, or excuse me, for the batting lineup for Cloud County coming up will be Ryan Cornell, uh, Alex Herrero, and Jacob Grady. Top three batters for the T-Birds. On the hill for Nyack is number 8, Antonio Rivera Jr., excuse me, a freshman out of Brooklyn, New York. This is his first time on the hill this year in the 2016 campaign. And leading it off for the Thunderbirds is number 4, Ryan Cornell, the first baseman. Cornell, a 5'11", 175-pound freshman out of Omaha, Nebraska, batting a $167 on the year, 12 at-bats, 1 run on 2 hits, 1 homer on the year, 1 RBI. He's walked 3 times and struck out 4 times so far in the season. First pitch high and outside, ball 1. T-Birds 0-9 on the year. Team batting average of .207. They finished 9th in 2015 at Jayhawk West with a 16-34 mark. They're currently trying to break an 18-game losing streak. Fly ball left field. Left fielder will curl under it and make the easy catch for out number 1. And that'll bring up number 33, Alex Herrero. Herrera is the starting center fielder for Cloud County. 5'9", 190-pound sophomore out of Venezuela, batting .200, number 2 spot. 20 at-bats, 4 runs on 4 hits, a double, an RBI, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts so far on the season. And again, I've got a change in their lineup already. And that is number 16 and not number 33. So Cloud switching things around already. Let me get over here and get number 16. That's Jake Wells. Wells is a 6'2", 190-pound sophomore out of Lincoln, Nebraska, batting .214 on the year. That's what I get for not looking up, looking at the computer screen and not. And ball 4. So both pitching staffs here having trouble getting things underway. Both issuing leadoff walks. Now at the plate is Herrera. As I had a flaw in my batting lineup. And I'll get that adjusted real quickly here. Herrera is the DH batting number 3 spot. Ground ball chopper over the mound. Shortstop will have to hurry. And he got him at first base. Herrera goes after the first pitch he sees and grounds out to the shortstop. There's now 2 down. Now at the plate, number 5, Jacob Grady. Grady's 5'11", 190-pound freshman of Omaha. Batting .250 in the cleanup spot, starting right fielder for head coach Grummett of Cloud County. Grady, 24 at-bats, 4 runs on 6 hits, 3 doubles, 1 RBI on the year. First offering to him from Antonio Rivera Jr. is a strike. Cloud with a runner at second base. As Wells moved to second on the ground out by the shortstop of Herrera. Nyack defeated Cloud last night 6-0 in a 7-inning contest. Here's the pitch from Rivera, and a strike on the outside corner, and Grady's down the count 0-2. Beautiful sunshine, but that's a little bit deceptive underneath the shadows here. It's a little bit nippy. Swinging a miss, got him with a slider on the outside corner. T-Birds leave a runner at second. They do not score. We go to the top of 2. We're scoreless here at the Community Ballpark in Highland. We'll be back in just a second. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network. Want to give a shout out to Wally Korth watching it from Leland, Iowa, with Coach Herbert, 2 younger sons. Glad to have you watching this afternoon, sir. And again, we've got 2 cameras running, as you can see, one to the left-hand side of the screen of the field, the other one to the right-hand side. I'll keep you updated on the balls and strikes and score. And leading it off for North Iowa here in the top of the second is number 5, Spencer Holleran. Holleran, a sophomore out of Sheffield, Iowa, batting .444. 9 at-bats, 5 runs on 4 hits, a double, a homer, and 5 runs batted in. Took the first offering off the table for ball 1. Pitch misses high and outside. Ball 2. Zach Holmes on the hill, a freshman out of Topeka. 6'1", 215-pound left-hander. Worked out of a jam with a 6-4-3 double play in the previous half of the inning. That pitch way outside. And now Holmes in danger of walking his second batter in an inning of work. 3-0 pitch taken. They're coming. High outside, ball 4. So on 4 pitches, Holmes walks the leadoff batter again. Second time Nyack has had the leadoff batter on. That'll bring out number 19, Brandon Mitchie. Mitchie, a freshman out of Brisbane, Australia, batting .636 in 3 games of work. 11 at-bats, 4 runs on 7 hits, a double, a homer, and 5 runs batted in. Down in the dirt, ball gets away from the catcher, and the runner will go into second base. Another wild pitch by Zach Holmes. He came in with no wild pitches on the season so far, but he's struggling at the plate here. Holmes toes the rubber, checks the runner at second. And here comes the pitch. Fastball, inside corner for a strike. Nice looking pitch there from Zach Holmes. Because when he's missed the plate, he's missed it by a ways. 1-1 down low, and the count will go to 2-1. Cloud County, a member of the Jayhawk Conference Western Division. Nyack, a member of the Iowa Community College Athletic Conference, up out of Mason City, Iowa. High and upstairs. Count now goes 2-1. Make that 3-1, my mistake. No action down in the bullpen for Cloud County. No action in the bullpen for North Iowa. Checking the runner at second base. The 3-1. Strike on the inside corner. The count goes full as Michi was taking all the way. Fisher Dubala in the on-deck circle for Nyack. Three-two pitch. There goes the runner to the third. Ball down in the dirt away, and ball 4. Cloud picks up the base on the walk. Again, Nyack has stolen 6 bases coming into the day's action, and they've yet to be caught. So Fisher Dubala, a freshman out of Burlington, Iowa, batting .667, batting number 8 spot. 3 at-bats on the season, 2 runs on 2 hits, a homer, 2 RBIs. High inside. Ball 1. So back-to-back walks by Zach Holmes has put 2 runners on for the Trojans of North Iowa Area Community College out of Mason City. Pitched outside, ball 2. Catcher's going to go out and talk to his pitcher. Games yesterday, Nyack defeated Highland by the score of 18-5. They came back and defeated Cloud County last night 6-0 in the nightcap. Highland defeated Cloud yesterday 4-3 to pick up their first victory of the season. Highland will take on Nyack here at the 2:30 game. And then the Scotties will take on Cloud County at the 5 o'clock contest. Breaking ball catches the inside corner. Count now goes to 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike to the number 8 batter, Fisher Dubala, as Holmes steps off the rubber for a moment. Runners at the corners, nobody down, top of the 2nd inning. Throw to first base, the runner back with a head first slide. Holmes comes to an agreement with his catcher, and here's the pitch. Inside, ball 3. So Zach Holmes struggling on the hill. And he's got a predicament here with runners at the corners, nobody down, and a 3-1 count, a payoff pitch, or the hitter's pitch coming to the plate. Down low, ball 40, walked him. Back, or 3rd walk of the inning. 4th walk of the ball game given up by Zach Holmes. He came in with 7 walks on the season through 9 ball games. Now to plate, number 18, Blake Whitecotton, the catcher. Whitecotton, sophomore out of Maple Grove, Minnesota, batting $125 in the number 9 spot this afternoon. 8 at-bats. First pitch taken low for ball 1. 8 at-bats, 2 runs on 1 hit, a homer, 2 RBIs. a walk, and 2 strikeouts so far in the season for Blake Wycott. Fastball down low again, blocked by the catcher. And Garrett Graveline is having a workout behind home plate. 2-0 pitch coming. Fastball swinging a miss on a big rip. White Cotton couldn't catch up with that one. So far, Zach Holmes has thrown 37 total pitches through an inning of work officially. 11 strikes and 26 balls. Fastball on the inside corner. Handcuffed him. He couldn't make contact. Count out evens out at 2-2. Again, feel free to type something on the right-hand side of the screen. Let me know who you are and where you are. We'd be more happy to give you a shout-out this afternoon during our broadcast. Fastball down low, blocked by the catcher. Keeps the runner at third base. Count out goes full. Runners will have to hold for contact. A payoff pitch coming to Blake Wycott. Strike 3, got him chased one up out of the zone. First strikeout of the afternoon for Zach Holmes. That'll bring up the top of the lineup in Malik Ziegler. Ziegler walked to lead off the ball game back in the first, but was stranded on the base path at third base. Fastball high and outside. Ziegler, sophomore out of Des Moines, batting .462 on the season. Swing and a miss. Fastball blew that one past him. And the count now evens out at a buck apiece. Ball down in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. 1 run will score, and the runners will move up. Another wild pitch by Zach Holmes. And the Trojans are on the scoreboard. Holmes has struggled since the first pitch of the ball game when he walked the leadoff batter on 4 straight. 2-1 now with runners at second and third. Fly or ground ball left-hand side. Shortstop knocks it down, cannot make a play. Deep in the hole, he did slip a little bit. Put that down as an infield single. And Nyack now with their second hit of the ball game. And this is going to bring up Connor Enox. Enox, freshman out of Des Moines, batting .250. Single to right. Back in the first inning. Oh, 1-1 the count to number 13, Connor Enoch. Foul ball back out of play. And it came straight back. Enoch, starting second baseman for the Trojans this year. Nyack, the North Plains champion from a year ago, went to the national tournament, won 1 and lost 2 there. Finished the season at 49-16. Holmes checks the runner second, throws the play down in the dirt. Runner cannot advance. So 2 balls and 1 strike to count to Connor Enoch. Still just one out here in the top of the second inning. 2-0 in favor of North Iowa. That pitch down low and inside. Count now goes to 3-1. Holmes came into the contest 7 walks on the year. He's walked 4 so far and hit 1. Again, checking the runner at second. Fastball catches the inside corner. Says the gentleman in the black shirt. Count now goes to 3-2. Three and two. The wind now blowing out to right field, says the big flag in center field. That pitch down, flow, ball 4. And the bases are now full. 5 walks given up by Zach Holmes in 2 innings of work, and that'll be all for him. He'll leave the hill after throwing 50 total pitches, 33 balls and 17 strikes. He gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, walked 5, hit 1, and struck out 1. And number 14. Double checker number 24, excuse me. Brandon Mitchell is a 6'1", 180-pound freshman out of Lenexa, Kansas. Left-handed pitcher. ERA of 0.00. This is his second appearance of the season. He's pitched 2 1/3 inning of work, no runs given up on just 1 hit. He's walked 2, struck out 2 on the season. And stepping in is number 6, Robbie Glendinning. Glendinning reached 5-2-5 fielder's choice back in the first. But was removed on the base pass on the 6-4 inning double play. Foul ball back. Count goes to 0-1. "22 of you watching at the moment. Appreciate all your opportunity to provide this to you this afternoon. Pitch down in the dirt. Count now goes to 1-1. We'll be here for all 3 ball games this afternoon, so stay with us. We will change the link after this ball game, and then we'll have the same link for both the Highland contest. You can follow me on Twitter at Russkarn, RUSSKARN, or we'll try to post the link for the next contest on this screen on the chat side, or you can go to the JL Conference website at KJCCC.org. You'll find the links from on the baseball schedule there. Pitch down low, caught the knee, says don't play down park. Count evens out at 2-piece. 2-2 on Robbie Glendinning. Ground ball. That's to the left-hand side. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And Glendinning stands at first base with a 2 RBI single to left. And the Trojans are up 4-0. This is going to bring up Troy Bullingham. Bullingham, the right fielder, was hit by a pitch back in the first inning. North Iowa, 6 hits. Make that 4 runs on 5 hits. No errors. As the Cloud County live stats have the score wrong. Ground ball, the ball thrown to third base, excuse me. Runner is safe on the wild pitch. Garrett Graveline, Cloud County, the catcher. He's earning the scholarship this afternoon with a lot of balls in the dirt thrown to him. Runners at second and third with one down here in the top of the fourth. 4-0 lead by the Trojans. Fastball outside corner for a strike. Bullingham batting .385 on the season so far after 3 ball games. Batting in the cleanup spot here this afternoon. Misses outside. 2-2. North Iowa will take on Highland at the 2:30 contest. Then Cloud County will take on Highland at the 5 o'clock contest later this afternoon. And the longer we get closer to 5 o'clock, it's going to get colder and colder here at the community ballpark. Breaking ball up around the eyes, lifted out to center field. Center fielder comes in. Going to make the catch. The runner tags at third. The throw comes to the plate. They cut it off. They go to third base and got him at third. But the run does score. And we go to the bottom of 2. It's Nyack 5, Cloud County 0. We'll be back in just a second. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network. Temperatures reached a balmy 48 degrees. Feels like 42 with the wind out of the northwest at 14 miles an hour, blowing out to right center field. Expected high this afternoon is supposed to be 54 degrees. Tonight it's going to drop to 32. And along about 5 o'clock, expect to be 51 degrees. Antonio Rivera back on the hill. Threw 10 pitches in the first inning, 5 strikes and 5 balls. Allowed no runs on no hits, walked 1, struck out 1. And stepping in for Cloud County is number 32, Jose Chacin, I believe it is. A 5'10", 195-pound freshman out of Venezuela, batting .450. He's been to the plate 20 times this year, 2 runs on 9 hits, a double, 3 RBIs, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Again, Antonio Rivera, his first action of the season. Freshman out of Brooklyn, New York, with no stats coming into the contest. Count 2-0 to Chacin. Trace Nelson in the on-deck circle, the left fielder. Chacin, a starting third baseman for the Cloud County T-Birds this year. First offer 2 there is a strike, so it's counting now 2-1. Ground ball, third baseman. Crow hop, first base. Nice dig of the play out was by Furbala at first for or for Nyack, and there's one down. That'll bring up Trace Nelson. Nelson's a 6-foot, 180-pound freshman out of Riley, Kansas, batting .215. Fly ball left field, but that's going to cue foul, curve foul, and get out of play. And strike 3 struck him out. Second strikeout of the afternoon for Antonio Rivera. Garrett Graveline's the catcher now at the plate. Graveline's 5'9", 170-pound freshman out of Papillion, Nebraska. Batting average 0. He's been at the plate one time this year with a strikeout. Swing and a miss on that pitch. The count evens out at $1 apiece. Foul ball back to the screen. And Graveline down in the count 1-2. 2 out. Nobody on for Cloud County here in the bottom of the second inning. Heading for 7 this afternoon here in the 12 o'clock contest. Just down in the dirt. Count evens out at 2 apiece. Swinging a miss, he fouled it off the catcher, or off the catcher's glove, excuse me. They throw down to first base and they get him for the throw. Third strikeout for Antonio Rivera, retires aside. 3 up and 3 down, go Cloud. We go to the top of the third. It's the Trojans 5, the T-Birds 0. Be back in just a second. You're watching the Sky Sports Network. Brandon Mitchell on the hill in relief. He's thrown 10 total pitches so far in relief. 6 strikes and 4 balls. He's going to face the 4, 5, and 6 batters in the Trojan lineup in Ladeau, Halloran, and Michi. Austin Ladeau will lead it off. A sophomore out of Hastings, Nebraska, batting .400, grounded into a 6-4-3 inning double play back in the first inning. Ladeau leads the team in RBIs with 5. He's got 4 hits with 1 homer on the year. Takes the first offering high and outside for ball 1. That pitch misses the zone. The count out 2-0. Want to give a shout out to Heather Vanyo. Can't wait to come watch the Scotties play later today. You staying in where it's nice and warm for a while, young lady. Of course, you're from North Dakota, so cold weather doesn't bother you folks. Fly ball. Shortstop calls for it on the infield. Will make the catch at the edge of the grass. Banner's now 1 down. That'll bring up pitcher Halloran. Halloran led off the second inning with a walk. Came around to score the first run for Nyack this afternoon. Mitchell gets the sign he likes, and here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball down the heart of the plate. Brandon Michi and Fisher Dubrala due up next for the Trojans of Nyack. Line drive, hit it back out where it came from. And the Trojans have a runner on here in the third inning. 4th hit of the ball game for Nyack. That'll bring up Brandon Michi. Michi, the third baseman, walked back in the second inning. Came around to score a run in the 5-run second for the Trojans. Mitchell checks the runner at first. Delivers to the plate. Fastball upstairs, goes off the catcher's glove. The runner will go to second base on the pass ball. So 1 ball, no count, strike, or 1 ball and no strike to count, excuse me. Brandon Mitchell on the hill. Fly ball left-hand side, but that's going to get, the wind's going to blow it back. And a player came out of the dugout and interfered with the third baseman who was trying to make the catch for Cloud County. Again, the dugouts are open here at the community ballpark in Highland. Above ground dugouts, but players normally do not stand inside the dugout. They like the crowd up front. That time it cost Cloud County an out. 1 ball, 1 strike to count now to Michi. Starting third baseman for the Trojans. The foul ball backing out of play. And if I am getting names wrong, feel free to let me know on the right-hand side of your screen. I'd rather get them right than mispronounce them all day long. So you will not offend me at all if you let me know. One-two pitch. Fastball. This is the outside corner down low. Count now goes 2-2. Again, Brandon Mitchell on the hill. 6'1", 180-pound left-handed freshman out of Lenexa, Kansas in relief. ERA is 0. It's his second appearance of the season. Fly ball, center field. Center field goes back to the edge of the bank, makes the catch. The runner will tag and go to third base on the play. So sac fly for Michi. Moves the runner over. There are two down, though. Fisher the ball up. Freshman out of Burlington, Iowa, batting .667 at the plate. Durbala was the third batter to be walked in the second inning by Cloud County. Fourth walk given up in the ballgame. Fourth walk given up at that time. First offering to him from Brandon Mitchell to strike. Runner at third, two down here in the top of the third for North Iowa. High leg kick, fastball, high and tight, swing and a miss. Count goes 0-2. Durbala is yet to strike out this season. He's walked twice. He's also got one homer on the year with 2 RBIs. Mitchell comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball low and away. Cannot get Durbala to chase it. Count now goes to 1-2. North Iowa had the bases loaded in the first inning, but hit into a ground inning double play. They put 5 on the board in the second. That pitch was upstairs. County was out at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Top of the third, runner on third for Nyack. Cloud County. Pitch down low. Now count goes full. 3-2 to Durbala. Blake Whitecotton, the catcher, in the on-deck circle. Should Durbala get on base. And the pitch, fastball. Deep fly ball, center field. Center fielder looks up, goes back, and that baby's gone. 3-2 fastball, taken over the dead center field wall. And it's now 7-0 in favor of Nyack. Durbala now with his second homer of the season and his fourth RBI on the year. And Blake Whitecotton will come to the plate with the bases empty. Whitecotton, a catcher out of Maple Grove, Minnesota, batting .125 on the year. Went down swinging back in the second inning, first strikeout. Victim of the contest for Cloud County. Fly ball, right hand side. That's going to curve foul. Nope, it's caught. Right in fair territory, right at the line. As the wind blew it back into play. Nyack picks up 2 in the third. We go to the bottom of 3. It's North Iowa 7. Cloud County 0. We'll be back in a second. You're watching the Sky Sports Network. I want to give a shout out to Christina Campbell, big baseball fan watching from Maryland. Fisher Durbala's mom. He also said Fisher Durbala's mom and her went to high school together. Thank you very much for the the nice comment about our broadcast. Appreciate that very much. 29 computers watching at this time. And again, feel free to let me know who you are and where you are out there. We'll give you a shout out. As I always say, it doesn't matter if you're one of us or one of them. We'd be more than happy to let you know who you are and where you are. As old Denny Matthews used to say at Kansas City, is there anybody out there? And up until this year, I had no way of knowing. Antonio Rivera, 24 pitches and 2 innings of work, 11 strikes, or 13 strikes and 11 balls. He's going to face number 7, Luis Landeta. Landeta's a 5'10", 160-pound freshman out of Venezuela, batting .273 in the number 8 spot. Landeta with 11 at-bats, no runs on 3 hits, 1 run batted in. 2 walks and 3 strikeouts on the season. Takes that pitch for a strike. And the leadoff batter for Cloud County is down to count 0-2. Sherwin Salim up next, followed by Ryan Cornell. Here in the Cloud County third. High and upstairs, 1-2. Antonio Rivera on the hill, his first action this year, freshman out of Brooklyn, New York, swinging a miss. Down goes Landeta. Fourth strikeout in the ball game by Antonio Rivera. That'll bring up Sherwin Salim, a 5'8", 170-pound freshman out of Wichita, Kansas, batting a .167. 18 at-bats, 1 run on 2 hits, 2 RBIs, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, and he took a pitch. Took one for the team so far this year. 2-1 to count to the number 9 batter in the Cloud lineup, Sherwin Salim. Craig Metcalf, 3 balls, no strikes, says the home plate umpire. Down low, ball 4. 1 out walk given up by Antonio Rivera. That is his second walk of the ball game, as he had struck out 3 batters in a row up to this point. That'll bring up Ryan Cornell, the first baseman. Cornell flied out to the left to lead off the Cloud County first. Strike on the outside corner, says the home plate umpire. Count goes 0-1. Again, Cornell batting .167, freshman out of Omaha, Nebraska. Checking the runner at first base. Here comes the pitch. Pitch outside. Got him to see if he'd chase it, but he wouldn't. Cornell steps out of the batter's box to get the new set of signals from third base coach. One. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball. Third baseman has it. Second base for 1. Over through the second baseman. Out into right. Third baseman for Nyack had the ball in plenty of time, just made a bad throw. So Cornell reaches on the air by the third baseman. A quick check on my schedule here. And over third, that's Brandon Michi committing the error. So Cloud now with runners at the corners and one down here in the bottom of the third inning. Jake Wells at the plate. Wells walked back in the first inning. Take the first offering here. It's a strike. Wells, a sophomore out of Lincoln, Nebraska, batting .214, the number 2 spot. Starting center fielder for Cloud County today. Cloud County has not stolen a bag yet this season. There goes the runner at second. Chopper down the third base line goes foul. And Jake Wells down in the count 0-2. Rivera appears in. Peek over the shoulder at first base. And here's the pitch. Fastball upstairs. 1-2. 7-0 your score. Nyack got 5 runs in the second and 2 in the third. Cloud County's threatening to score here in the bottom of the third with runners at the corners and one down. Fastball. Swing and a miss. Goes off of the catcher. And strikeout by Rivera. That is the 5th strikeout of the contest for Antonio Rivera. That'll bring up Alexon Herrera. Herrera grounded it out to the shortstop back in the first inning, his first trip at the plate here in this 7-inning contest. Did not pull the trigger on that. The umpire says no, and it's ball call for a ball. Herrera, sophomore out of Venezuela, batting .200 in the number 3 spot. He is the DH this afternoon for the T-Birds. Again, Cloud County 0-9 on the year, trying to break an 18-game losing streak dating back to last season. That pitch misses the count, and the count goes to 2-0. Pitch off the outside edge, and the count goes 3-0. So all of a sudden, Antonio Rivera struggling here after the error by the third baseman. Had a quick conversation with his catcher. Rivera delivers the 3-0, and that's way over the top of the catcher's head and the batter's head, and back here to the screen. Ball 4. Walk number 3 given up by Rivera. The bases are loaded. Jacob Grady now at the plate. Grady went down swinging back in the first inning to end the Cloud first. Freshman out of Omaha, batting .250 in the number 4 spot. Starting right fielder. Fastball, swing and a miss. Count goes 0-1. .34 viewers at one time right now on our stream. We'd really greatly appreciate that. I know Ivan does up above running our cameras. Hopefully you can decipher what's going on with the 2 screens. The one on the left seems to be jumping, as it gives you the left-hand side of the diamond. The one on the right doing pretty good, though. One and 2 count to Jacob Grady, the cleanup batter here for Cloud County in the Bottom of the third. 2-2 now. Bases loaded. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Bottom of 3. And the T-Birds threatening to score. But it's outside and the count out full. Runners will be off at the pitch with 2 down here in the third. A single would score 2. Here's the payoff pitch coming to Grady. Grady. Ball 4 and he walked him. So back-to-back walk given up by Antonio Rivera has pushed a run on the board for Cloud County. That'll bring up Jose Chashin. Chashin grounded out to the third baseman. Ball gets away from the catcher, goes back to the screen. The runners have to hold. Backstop here at the community ballpark is a lot closer than it should be for a baseball game. This is mainly a softball complex converted into a baseball diamond for the community college, owned by the city of Highland at the moment. So 1-0 the count to Jose Hachin. 2-0 now. Rivera was cruising along. Still a no-hitter in the book. Line drive up the ball, and there goes the no-hitter. 1 run scored. The runner will hold at third as Cloud will not run themselves out of the inning. So Cloud County now with 2 runs on the board. Trail by 5, 7-2 here in the bottom of the third, but the bases are still loaded with 2 down. And Trace Nelson at the plate. Nelson went down looking back in the second inning. His only trip to the plate so far in this contest. Nelson, freshman out of Riley, Kansas. And we've got timeout on the field as coach from Cloud County comes jogging out of the ball or out of the dugout. Pitch, breaking ball, missed outside, 2-0. Ground ball, shortstop, or second baseman, excuse me, over to first. That'll retire the side. Cloud County leaves the bases loaded, but they get 2 on the board here in the third. We go to top of 4, Nyack 7, Cloud County 2. Be back in a second. You're watching the Sky Sports Network. I'm okay. What do you need?
No, I was going to say, my friends, it's funny, on Nyack's team, 24, Austin Ledoux.
Okay. Ledoux.
Yeah, like,
okay.
Hastings, his son.
Oh, Hastings, Minnesota. All right, my mistake, sir. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. I wasn't for sure. And welcome back for the bottom of the or top of the fourth. Leading off for North Iowa is Malik Ziegler. Ziegler 1-for-1 in the contest. He walked in the first inning, then had an infield single in the second. As he's facing Brandon Mitchell on the hill. Mitchell coming in relief. Mitchell has thrown 31 total pitches since coming into the ballgame in relief in the second inning. 18 strikes and 14 balls. Thrown by the freshman out of New Kansas with an ERA of 0.00. Fastball upstairs, ball 4. Leadoff batter for Nyack again on the base pass. Nyack has put the lead runner on in 3 of their 4 innings. And here comes the gust of wind out of the north. And you can tell by the screen that the dust has really came through the area. And that'll be all for Brandon Mitchell as he'll leave the hill. And now on the hill is number 15 for Cloud County, Aaron Starnes. Starnes is 6'1", 170-pound right-hander out of Hayesville, Kansas. He's got an ERA of 5.40. It's his second appearance of the season. He's pitched in 1 and 2/3 innings of work, 2 runs, 1 of them earned, 2 hits, 1 home run given up. He's walked 1 and struck out 1. Connor Enoch, the second baseman, will step in. Enoch's 1-for-1 officially, singled to right in the first inning, then walked in the second. He was the 5th walk given up in the contest by Cloud County. Enoch's batting .250, the number 2 hole. There goes the runner, second base, nowhere near in time. Again, Nyack came into this contest with 6 stolen bases, and they've yet to be caught on the season. Robbie Glendinging in the on-deck circle for the Trojans. Fastball down low. Gets away from the catcher of Cloud County again. And Garrett Graveline is getting a workout behind home plate for Cloud County today. Enoch, the second baseman for Nyack, steps back in the batter's box. Here comes a 2-0 pitch. That pitch, lollipop curve, way and high. Graveline's going to go out and talk to his catcher or pitcher. I want to give a shout out to Allison Maldenner. Allison Maldenner from Salina, Kansas is cheering on J.W. Mullenner, the pitcher for Cloud County. Says you can't wait for him to get in there. Shut him down. He has a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Again, thank you for your comment on the right-hand side of the screen. Feel free to join me on the chat session on the right-hand side. Greg, was that a walk? What? I thought it was. I wasn't sure. I had my head down. 7th walk given up by Cloud County in the ball game. Runner on the corner, with nobody down. Check swing taken for a strike up high for Robbie Glendingy. Glendingy, 1 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first and singled to left in the second. Bluff of the runner back to first base. He goes back on a head first slide with no throw. There goes the runner at second base. No throw. Another stolen base by Nyack. I believe that is their second one or third one of this contest. Again, they came into the ball game with 6 on the season that have yet to be caught. Starnes on the hill. ERA of 5.40. Second appearance on the year. And he's walked the first 2 batters he's faced. North Iowa with runners at second and third and nobody down here in the top of the 4th. And they have a 7-2 lead over the Cloud County Thunderbirds out of Concordia, Kansas. Line drive right back out to center field. That's going to drop in between the gap. The 1 run will score, 2 runs will score, and Glendingy will go in with a stand-up double. And that is the 5th, make that the 6th hit of the ball game for the Trojans. That'll bring up number 7, Troy Bullingham. Bullingham out of Perth, Western Australia, batting .385 in the cleanup spot. Was hit by a pitch in the first inning, then flied out to center into a double play. Nine to 2 in favor of Nyack here against Cloud County in the top of the 4th inning. Game number 1 of 3 this afternoon from the Highland Community Ballpark in Highland, Kansas. Russ Carn bringing today's action over the Sky Sports Network. Ivan Baida running the camera work and graphics up above. Pitch gets away, but called a strike, says home plate umpire. Thank you, Allison. I appreciate your kind words. Breaking ball taken for a strike. Caught the corner of the top shelf, says the home plate umpire, and the count now goes to 1-2. Bullingham at the plate. Austin Ledoux in the on-deck circle. Breaking ball, foul ball right-hand side, and that'll get out of play. Left-hander warming up in the Trojan bullpen. No action that I can see down in the left field bullpen for Cloud County. Aaron Starnes on the hill for Cloud County, the 3rd pitcher of this ball game for them. Breaking ball, center field. Hit hard. Center fielder drifts back, makes the running catch. The runner tags up at second. Throw to third base will not be in time. So the sac fly moves the runner to third for the Trojans. There's now one down in the inning. And Austin Ledoux comes to the plate. The sophomore out of Hastings, Minnesota, batting 400 in the number 5 hole. Ledoux grounded into a 6-4-3 double play to end the first inning. Then led off the third for Nyack with a fly out to short. He's 0 for 2. Fastball right down the heart of the plate for strike one. Nyack with 9 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. Cloud County with 2 runs on 2 hits, no error, according to the stats coming out of the Cloud County dugout. Oh and 2 to count. Toss to Ledoux. Breaking ball over the first baseman's head. That'll go into the right field corner. 1 run will score. Ledoux will hustle around first and head for second, going with a stand-up double. And now I've got 7 hits for the Trojans. And the score is now 10-2 in favor of Nyack. Spencer Holloran, number 5 in the batter's box. Holloran with a walk in the second and a single to center in the third. Sophomore out of Sheffield, Iowa, batting .444 in the number 6 spot. Fastball catches the outside corner, says home plate umpire. Nyack with 5 in the second, 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth. Cloud County got their 2 runs in the bottom of the third. Nyack has been held under 10 runs just once so far this weekend. Foul ball right hand side, now to play. That was a 6-0 win last night over Cloud County in the late game. And if you've missed the ball games from yesterday or Friday, you can go on to YouTube and look for Scotty TV, SCOTTIE TV. And that'll have a list of all of our videos provided so far this season. And you can watch last night's ball games in case you missed them. Swing and a miss, and got him striking. Swinging, excuse me. And that is the second strikeout of the ball game for Nyack. First strikeout since the second inning. The only strikeout since the second inning. That'll bring up Brandon Meachie. Meachie walked in the second, flied out to center in the third. 2 trips to the plate so far. Live fly ball out to dead center field. Center fielder going back at the base of the hill, makes the catch, and that'll retire this side. Trojans leave 1 on the base pass, but they put 3 on the board here in the top of the fourth. Go to bottom of 4. Nyack 10, Cloud County 2. Back in second. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network. Again, we've had several people comment on the right-hand side, on the chat side. Feel free to do so. Let me know who you are and where you are this afternoon. Be more than happy to give you a shout-out and some recognition. Wally Court, Heather Vanyo, Christina Campbell, and Allison Muldenner have let us know that they're watching us this afternoon. Ivan Baida up above, providing you with the video stream and some of his nice graphics, player graphics this afternoon. I think we're going to take the second camera off of the left-hand side after the final two ball games of this afternoon. We'll just go with the one. That'll give us a much cleaner view of the infield and outfield. And we can put the scoreboard back up. Again, 29 viewers at this time watching us. We had over 300 views last night of the final ball game of the three-game series. Antonio Rivera on the hill. Starting pitcher has gone 3 innings of work, 55 total pitches, 25 strikes, and 30 balls. He's given up 2 runs on 1 hit to my count. He has struck out 5 but walked 4. And he's behind on the count now, 2-0. Pitch misses the inside corner, 3-0. Three and 0 count to Gavin Graveline. Upstairs, ball 4. Graveline with the leadoff walk. First leadoff batter for Cloud County on this afternoon. And that is the 5th walk given up by Rivera. Luis Landetta batting in number 8 spot, the shortstop. Now to plate. Swing and a miss. Count 0-1. Rivera went down swinging on a 1-2 pitch back in the 3rd inning, and his only opportunity to plate so far. That pitch misses the zone. Count now goes to 1-1. Money hit him. First hit batsman of the afternoon for Rivera. And that'll bring up the number 9 batter, number 3, Sherwin Salim. Salim walked back in the 3rd inning and came across to score one of Cloud County's 2 runs on the board. As the T-Birds left the bases loaded, but got 2 runs in that inning. Runners at first and second, with nobody down here in the bottom of the 4th. Bluff bunt, throw back to first base, and said he got under. Very close play at first base. I got a few oohs out of the crowd here behind home plate. Pitch taken for a ball. So on a 1-0 pitch to Sherwin Salim, the second baseman, freshman out of Wichita, batting 169, the number 9 spot. Pulled the bat back, took it for ball 2. Ryan Cornell in the on-deck circle for the T-Birds. 2-0 pitch from Rivera. Fastball upstairs, 3-0. Again, the left-hander continues to work in the Nyack bullpen down the right field line. Three and 0, taken all the way for strike 1. Antonio Rivera Jr., freshman out of Brooklyn, New York, first action of the year according to the NJCA stats, has thrown 66 total pitches so far in the ball game. 27 strikes and 33 balls. Make that 39 balls. That pitch taken for a strike and the count are full. Runners will have to wait for contact. The 3-2 pitch coming to the plate. Breaking ball. Steady went around. Got him. Sixth strikeout in the ball game for Rivera. That'll bring up the top of the lineup in Ryan Cornell, the first baseman. Cornell flied out to left to start the contest off in the bottom of the first. Then reached on an error by the third baseman. We've got a change of pitching. Tony Rivera will leave the hill. 68 total pitches through 3 1/3 inning of work. 29 strikes, 39 balls. He allowed 2 runs on 1 hit, my count. Walked 5, struck out 6. And I'll get the information from the young man on the hill, and we'll be back. You're watching the Sky Sports Network. On the hill is number 33, Pat Marchabroda, sophomore out of Saskatchewan, Canada. This is his second appearance on the hill this year. He worked 1 inning the other day, gave up 1 hit, no runs, struck out 1. So Rivera leaves the ball game with a 10-2 lead. And Marchabroda will inherit the 2 runners on it, first and second, with 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Temperature feels a little better here underneath the press box, as we're now at a balmy 49 degrees according to the Weather Channel. Still feels like 43. The wind out of the northwest at 17 miles an hour still has a little bite to it. Cornell at the plate. Again, flied out to the left in the first. Reached on an error by the third baseman in the third inning. Takes that pitch for a strike on the inside corner, and the count now goes to 0-2. I'm going to give a shout out to Ryan's dad, I believe, up in Canada. Gave me a little note the other day on a poor swing by Ryan Cornell for strike 3. That is strikeout number 7 on the day. First strikeout by Marchabroda. That'll bring up Jake Wells. Wells walked in the first and struck out swinging in the third. 2 trips. Ground ball through the left-hand side. Runner will round third and head for home. Here comes the throw to the plate off the line. The runner going to third. Third baseman is there, and they got him. No, he got under. Third baseman made a tag up high. And Landetta snuck underneath the tag at third. So the single to left drives in a run for the Thunderbirds. They trail it 10-3. As they now have got 2 hits in the ballgame to my count. Alexon Herrera at the plate, DH. Ground out to his short. in the first and walked in the third. One ball, one strike to Alex Herrera, the DH, batting number 3 spot. Runners at the corners. Fastball high and tight, backs him up a little bit. Count now goes 2-1. T-Bird's trying to continue this rally here in the fourth inning. 2 outs though, with runners on the corners. Fastball upstairs makes it 3-1. Pat Marchabroda on the hill in relief, the sophomore out of Saskatchewan, Canada. Fastball misses down low, ball 4. First walk given up by Marchabroda, 6th walk given up by Nyack this afternoon. Line drive out to right. Second baseman knocks it down, pitcher covers, and Marchabroda, excellent defensive play by the sophomore to cover his plate and get over for the throw at first base, retires the side. Cloud puts 1 on the board, they leave 2 on the base paths. We go to the top of the 5th. It's North Iowa area, 10. Cloud County 3. Be back in a second. You're watching the Sky Sports Network. Cloud County stats seems to be frozen at the time coming out of the third base dugout. Now I'll double check our bandwidth situation here quickly. And we've got plenty of bandwidth here at the ballpark due to my personal hotspot. Aaron Starnes, 6'1", 170-pound freshman out of Hayesville, Kansas, ERA of 5.04 or 5.40 on the hill in relief. He's going to face Fisher DeBala, who walked and had a 2-run homer in 2 trips. First offering to him is taken for a ball. Aaron Starnes has thrown 9 strikes and 5 balls, according to Ivan Baida. He's given up 3 runs on 2 hits. He's walked 1 and struck out 1 in the contest. 2 balls and 1 strike count to the leadoff batter here, Fisher Ball, freshman out of Burlington, Iowa, batting .667. Fastball catches the outside corners of the home plate umpire, and the count evens out at 2-2. Aaron Starnes came into the contest pitching in an inning and 2/3. He's given up 1 earned run on 2 hits. He gave up 1 homer, a walk, and a strikeout coming into today's action. And a strike 3 got him looking. Pretty lollipop curve came in for the strikeout. First strikeout for, make that the second strikeout for Aaron Starnes. That'll bring up the number 9 batter in Blake Whitecotton. Whitecotton, sophomore out of Maple Grove, Minnesota, batting .125 in the number 9 spot. He struck out swinging back in the second inning and then flied out to right to end the Nyack third. Got timeout called at the plate. Again, Nyack, the number 13th ranked team in the NJCA Division II preseason poll. 3-0 on the season after their competition here at Community Ballpark this weekend. Trojans out of Mason City, Iowa, the NJCA Division II North Plains defending champion. They went to the national tournament last year with a record of 49-16, where they won 1 and lost 2. Swinging a miss on by Whitecotton, and he counted even at 1-1. And the pitch. Swinging a miss, change up, had him out in front. Nice looking pitch that time by Aaron Starnes. Had Whitecotton off balance. Whitecotton came into the ball game with an 8 at bats, 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 homer, 2 runs batted in. Swing and a miss, and struck him out. That's the 4th strikeout for Whitecotton this year. Back-to-back strikeouts by Aaron Starnes. Make that the 3rd strikeout by Aaron Starnes. That'll bring up Malik Ziegler. Ziegler walked back in the 4th inning. Led the ball game off with a walk in the 1st and had an infield single sandwiched in between in the 2nd inning. Ziegler at the plate, sophomore out of Des Moines, batting .462 in the leadoff spot. Time called at the plate as Ziegler steps back out. Ziegler with 6 hits coming into the contest, 2 doubles, a homer, and 13 at bats. Coming up on 1:43 p.m. here in the afternoon, northeast Kansas under bright sunny skies. Again, the wind blowing out to dead center field at the moment at about 17 miles an hour. The wind shifted yesterday after a beautiful afternoon. Calm wind, temperature in the low 70s, upper 60s. We woke up this morning, it was 31 degrees. We're not going to get much more higher than 55. We're at 49 right now. 3-1 count now to the leadoff batter, or at the top of the lineup batter, Malik Ziegler for North Iowa. Fastball misses down low and away, and ball 4. 2-out walk given up by Aaron Starnes. And that is the 8th batter to walk for Nyack this afternoon. First walk given up by Aaron Starnes, though. That'll bring up Connor Enoch. Enoch Infield, or a single to right in the first, a walk in the second, and a walk in the fourth. He picked up number 5 and number 7 walks this afternoon. Again, North Iowa will play Highland in the 2:30 contest. Then Highland will take on Cloud County in the nightcap here at 5 o'clock. We will change links for those two ball games, so stay with us in this current stream. You'll notice the new link for the Highland games on the right-hand side of your screen. Or you can go to the JL Conference website, KJCCC.org. Click on the Highland in the standings, or Cloud County in the standings. It will also take you to the right place. You'll see the live video link on their schedule. That pitch high and away, and the count goes 1-0. Fastball down low, 2-0. Graveline's going to go out and talk to his pitcher, Starnes. Quick little conversation. He'll come back. Trojan with a runner at second, or at first base. Again, they've yet to be caught stealing. They came into the contest today with 6 stolen bases on the year. Or change of baseballs. That pitch misses the zone. Count out 3-0. Ivan, with your graphic on your screen. Then Aaron Starnes has thrown 16 strikes and 14 balls so far in the contest since coming in relief. Malik Ziegler leads off of first base. There's the pitch, fastball. Take it all away. Nope, ball 40 missed him. Back-to-back walk now given up by Aaron Starnes. That's walk number 9 given up by the Cloud County pitching staff. And we're going to have a conversation on the hill. Don't forget, Highland fans that are watching, Lady Scotty and Scotty Basketball take on Johnson County tomorrow night at 5 and 7 p.m. from Bell Island Fieldhouse in Highland. I'll be there to bring you the play-by-play. Ivan will bring you the video work. Final regular season home contest for the basketball teams here at Community College. The men will play on Saturday for sure. They will play away. We'll just have to determine who they will play against. Lady Scotties have an opportunity of having a first-round bye or a home game if they can defeat Johnson County tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. The Lady Scotties ranked 4th in the nation. Johnson County ranked number 1. Big rematch coming up Ben Allen Fieldhouse tomorrow night. Robbie Glendinging at the plate. Runner leads off from second. Breaking ball gets away from the catcher. Runner will move up on the wild pitch. That curveball bit hard at the end of the trajectory and went down in the dirt. And again, Graveline, the catcher for Cloud, has been struggling from the first pitch of the contest, as he's had to go down for a lot of pitches this afternoon. So the Trojan with runners at second and third and 2 down here. Swing and a miss on a fastball in the outside corner. Glendinging, 2 for 2 officially. Reached on a fielder's choice back in the first. Then hit a single to left and a double to left center into the final 2 trips to the plate. Breaking ball again, skewed off the end of the bat, foul. Pretty looking curveball by Aaron Starnes. umpire says let's play ball. And here comes the 1-2 pitch from Aaron Starnes. Another breaking ball. Nice stop by Graveline. Garrett Graveline, freshman out of Papillion, Nebraska, behind the plate for Cloud County this afternoon. Good catcher. Very mobile catcher. Breaking ball lifted to the right-hand side. Right fielder coming in. First baseman going out. Right fielder will make the catch in fair territory. And that will retire the side. Trojans leave 2 on the base pad. They do not score since the first inning. We go to bottom of 5. It's Nyack 10, Cloud County 3. We'll be back in a second. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network. Due up for Cloud County in the bottom of 5 will be Chachin, Nelson, and Graveline. As back on the hill, number 33, Pat Marchabroda. Marchabroda came into the ball game back in the 4th inning after a 2-out walk. Got a ground out and covered first base very well for the to retire the side. Jose Chachin at the plate. Fly ball, left-hand side. Shortstop will call for it on the infield. Makes the one-handed catch, and there's one out. One pitch, one out. And that'll bring up Trace Nelson, the left fielder. Nelson 0 for 2 in the contest. Went down looking in the second and grounded out to the second baseman to end the Cloud third. Marchabroda's fastball off the top of the catcher's glove goes back to the screen. Don't play an umpire. Will have to come back and pick it up. Swing and a miss with a fastball. Count goes to 1-1. Fastball misses. Count now goes to 2-1. We're in the bottom of the 5th, 10-3 your score. North Iowa Area Community College out of Mason City, leading the Cloud County Thunderbirds. Popped up on the infield in fair territory to catch his mate for out number 1. Make that out number 2, excuse me. That'll bring up Garrett Graveline, the catcher. Graveline 0 for 1 officially. Went down swinging to end the Cloud second, then walked to lead off the Thunderbird 4th. Take the first offering for a strike. Marchabroda with the pitch. Fastball lifted foul out of play on the right-hand side. Nice gathering around the ballpark this afternoon. A lot of blankets covering everybody up as the sunshine keeping you a little bit warm. That the wind out of the north-northwest does have a bite to it. It's blowing in about 17 miles an hour, blowing out to center field and right center. here at the community ballpark in Highland, Kansas. College has played baseball down here as long as I can remember, and that goes back to the early 60s. We turned the baseball diamond around. It used to be home plate was down in the southeast corner many, many years ago. Flipped it around here about 20, 22 years ago. Home plate is close to the backstop here. This is basically a slow pitch facility turned into a baseball diamond. Strike three, and down goes Graveline. Cloud County goes down 1-2-3 for the second time in the contest. We go to the top of six. It's Nyack 10, Cloud County 3. Be back in a second. You're watching the Sky Sports Network. New pitcher on the hill for Cloud County is number 10, Barry Kane. Kane is a 6-foot, 160-pound freshman out of Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. This will be his first work of the year, according to the NJCAA stats that I was able to find this morning. And he'll replace Aaron Starnes, who was the second pitcher to be used today by Cloud County, I believe. Kane's going to face the 4, 5, and 6 batters in the Nyack lineup: Bullingham, Ledoux, and Halloran. And Troy Bullingham steps in. He's 0 for 2 officially. Was hit by a pitch in the first. Flied out to center to a double play in the second, and flied out to left in the fourth. 10-3 in favor of North Iowa. They hit 5 in the second, 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth. Cloud got 2 in the third and 1 in the fourth. They have our score here at 10-3. Or says the brand new Big Blue scoreboard in the left field. Just got that put in before the season started here this past fall. Swing and a miss. Nice off-speed pitch by Barry Kane. That pitch gets away. I think it's 2-2. Breaking ball. Strike three, got him looking. It was 2-2. So a leadoff strikeout for Barry Kane will bring up Austin Ledoux. Ledoux 1 for 3. Grounded into a double play to the shortstop. Led off the third with a fly out to short, and then doubled to right field in the fourth. Strike. Open ball missed the inside corner for a ball. Strike three on the outside corner, says the home plate umpire. Kind of leaving out at one apiece. One out. Nobody on for Nyack here in the top of the sixth. We're going for 7. Ground ball to the shortstop. Easy play across the diamond. And there's now 2 outs. That'll bring up Spencer Halloran. Halloran walked in the second to lead off the inning, then singled to center in the third, and then went down swinging in the fourth. So he's 1 for 2 officially. 2 down, nobody out, or 2 down, nobody on here for North Iowa. Breaking ball inside. Count goes 2-1. We're in the top of the sixth. Ground ball, third baseman. Got it. Crow hop across the diamond. Could not be caught by the first baseman. The ball went into the dirt. Ball goes out of play beyond the dugout. Yeah, that'll be a ground rule double. So a 2-out error by the third baseman allows a runner on here. So Halloran will go to second base, and Brandon Michi will step in, who's 0 for 2 officially. A walk and 2 flyouts, both to center field. Jose Chachin at third base for the Thunderbirds, committing the error. Ball gets away momentarily. The runner cannot advance. Again, Graveline has done a really nice job behind home plate this afternoon for Cloud County. Young man, a very good defensive catcher, has been chasing balls in the dirt all day long. Kane checks the runner at second. Now comes the plate. Fastball, swing and a miss by Michi. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on second base for the Trojans. Ball blocked at the plate again by Graveline. Kane gets the sign he wants and does not like it. That cannot come to agreement. Now he peers in again. Now he comes to agreement with Graveline. Here's what the pitch will be. Fastball low inside, gets away. The runner will move to third base on the wild pitch. So now the Trojan with a runner at third and 2 down. And a 3-1 count to the batter. Brandon Michi, freshman out of Brisbane, Australia, batting .636. Michi's got a homer on the year with 5 RBIs and ball 4 when he walked in. The 10th walk of the ball game for Nyack. And this will be Fisher DeBala at the plate. He's got a 2-run homer sandwiched in between a walk and a strikeout. Freshman out of Burlington, Iowa, batting .667 in the number 8 spot. Fastball outside, ball 1. Wind shifting more out of the straight north now, blowing out to dead right. So the advantage to the pull hitting right-hander, or make that a left-hander. Kane checks over his shoulder at first base. Step, throws back to first base. Michi back in plenty of time. Spencer Halloran at third base reached on an error by the third baseman. And moved around on a couple pass ball or a couple wild pitches. Fly ball left hand side will curve foul and be well out of play. Brandon Michi at first base. He reached on his second walk of the day. Barry Kane in relief. 6 foot, 160-pound right-handed freshman out of Surrey, British Columbia, on the hill for Cloud County. Change up had him out in front. Pretty looking change up by Kane. Ten-3 your score, top of the sixth, in favor of Nyack. Fastball high and upstairs. Count evens out at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. Top of 6 for the Trojans. Kane finally comes to an agreement with Graveline, and here's the pitch. Fastball down and low. Off speed pitch. Pulled a string on him. Got him. Strikeout will end the inning. Nyack leaves 2 on a base pass. They do not score here in the 6th. We go to bottom of 6th. Get the Trojans 10. The T-Birds 3. Be back in a second. New pitcher on the hill for North Iowa. And that is number 45, Danny Beiser. B-E-I-Z-E-R. Beiser or Beezer? I believe it's Beiser. Sophomore out of Douglastown, New York. This is his second appearance on the hill this year. He's worked 1 inning of work, given up 1 hit, no runs, and he's got 1 strikeout. And he'll replace Pat Marchabroda, who worked 2 innings of work. So stepping in for Cloud County is Luis Landetta. Landetta went down swinging to lead off the 3rd and was hit by a pitch back in the 4th. So officially he's 0 for 1. Fly ball, shallow left. Center shortstop goes out and makes the catch for the out. There's 1 down. That'll bring up Sherwin Salim. Salim, second baseman. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. He walked in the 3rd and then went down looking for a strikeout in the 4th. First pitch from Beiser is a ball. That one misses down low. Count goes 2-0. Wind kind of dying down here at the home plate at the moment, which makes it very nice. Ground ball chopper, second baseman. Got it over to first base. Down there's 2 down. 4-3 on the put out. We'll take it to the top of the lineup. And Ryan Cornell. Cornell reached on an error back in the third. Flied out to left in the first. And went down swinging in the fourth. He was the 7th strikeout for Cloud County coming into the today. There have been 8 strikeout total through 5 innings of play. And he gets hit by the first pitch he faces. First hit batsman of the day for Cloud County. But that's the second hit batsman of the day. Jake Wells now at the plate. Wells walked in the first, struck out swinging in the third, then hit a single to left in the fourth. Just the second hit of the ball game to my count for the Thunderbirds. Submarine pitcher Beiser misses it off the outside edge for ball one. Runner at first, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ground ball foul. Count goes to 1-1. Pitch misses the zone, 2-1. Again, we've got 30 people watching at this time. Glad to have you watching this afternoon over the Sky Sports Network. Feel free to drop me a note on the right-hand side of your screen. Foul ball, first base side. That'll dribble out in the shallow right, and somebody from the Nyack dugout will run that one down. Again, Danny Beiser working his first inning of work. Sophomore out of Douglastown, New York. Has worked 1 inning of play so far this year. Hard hit ball up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. Cloud County now with 3 hits in the contest. And that'll bring up Alexander Herrera. Herrera grounded out to the shortstop back in the first, and then he's had 2 walks. 1 in the third and 1 in the fourth. T-Birds with 6 walks in the contest, 2 hit batsmen, and 3 hits. So they've had base runners. They just have not been able to get them across home plate. Ground ball foul down the third base line. Nice effort by the third baseman, well in the foul territory. And again, let me know who you are and where you are if you're watching us this afternoon. 31 viewers at this time. Be more than happy to give you a shout out. We've heard from Wally Korth there, Heather Vanyo, Christina Campbell, and Allison Maldener. Ground ball foul, first base side. Again, we'll switch screens for the Highland Nyack and the Highland Cloud contest later on this afternoon. We'll give you the link there on the right-hand side of your screen, or we'll just advise you to go to the JL Conference website at kjccc.org. Click on the standings, click on either Cloud or Highland, and that will give you the video links on their schedules. 0-2 the count. Runner first and second, ground ball short. High chopper over to first base. Nice job by for Baida to get it out, and that'll end the side. Go to the top of the seventh. It's Nyack 10, Cloud County 3. Be back in a second. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network. Barry Kane working his second inning of work. 6-foot freshman out of British Columbia, Canada. Western Division Baseball. Colby leads Otero, Colorado 3-0. That is a final, by Colby Trojans. Dodge City has a 5-0 lead over New Mexico Military. Current at this time. Cloud County Athletics is following us along. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you doing that this afternoon. Leading off the top of the seventh for Nyack is Blake White-Cotton, catcher. White-Cotton, 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts with a fly out to right in the middle. Ball gets away and comes back to the screen. Again, another wild pitch by Cloud County this afternoon. Trojan with 10 walks in the ball game. Ground ball chopper foul at the plate. As it came up and hit White-Cotton in the batter's box. 10-3 your score in favor of Nyack. This is the fourth, making the third game that they've had 10 runs or more. Correct, third game of the weekend that they've had 10 runs or more. The only game they did not reach over 10 runs was last night in a 6-0 win over Cloud County in a late night game. Ground ball down low, or the ball down low. County leads out at 2-2. Strike 3 got him looking. Big sweeping breaking ball caught the outside corner, says home plate umpire. Another strikeout for the Cloud County pitching staff. Top of the lineup up, Malik Ziegler out to plate. Ziegler with 3 walks and an infield single. Hard hit ball, left field. That's going to go to the fence. Ziegler will hold up at second base with a stand-up double. Eighth hit of the ball game for the Trojans, their first hit since the 4th inning. And Connor Enoch down to plate. Enoch with 3 walks and a single to right. in 4 trips to the plate. And look at my stats. That is rather impressive. That in the 5th and 6th innings, Nyack did not hit the baseball other than an out. Everything else was a walkout or a strikeout or a walk. Two and 0 to count. Number 13, Connor Enoch, second baseman. Nyack will take on Highland next at the 2:30 game, which is going to be probably a good 45 minutes later than anticipated. And the first thing that popped into my mind is it's going to get mighty cold along about 9 o'clock tonight here at the ballpark as Highland finishes up against Cloud County. Swing and a miss. A strike on that pitch. Lady Scotty softball back in town after a 5-game competition down at the Cowtown Classic in Fort Worth, Texas. Lady Scotty went 3-2 on the weekend. They will be at home at Scotty Park this coming Thursday afternoon against Maple Woods Community College in a non-conference doubleheader. We'll bring you that action over the Scotty Sports Network. Ball 4 when he walked him. And again, the 11th walk of the ball game for North Iowa. Robbie Glendenning at the plate. One of the few players for Nyack that does not have a walk this afternoon. Fielder's choice in the first, single to left in the second, double to left center in the fourth, and a fly out to right into the 5th. First pitch to him was for ball. Trojans now with runners in second and third with 1 down here in the top of the 7th. Barry Kane on the hill for Cloud County, pitched down low. And Graveline's going to go out and talk to his pitcher. Apparently that pitch crossed him up. Two balls, no strikes to count. Foul ball back and out of play. Ground ball, third base. He'll go back to second for the 1. And not sure what happened there, as he thought he might be able to get 2, but he did not go to third to step on the bag. Did not attempt to force the runner back for the tag. But he got the out. That's what matters. Fly ball out to shallow right. Shortstop goes out. Right fielder comes in. The ball drops. No, center fielder comes in and makes a nice catch. Got blocked by the home plate umpire that time. But the out is made, and that'll end the inning. Nyack does not score in the top of the 7th. We go to bottom of 7. Cloud County needs 7. They're down 10-3. We'll be back in a second. You're watching the Sky Sports Network. Due up for Cloud County here in the bottom of the 7th inning will be Jacob Grady, Jose Chachin, and Trace Nelson. The first pitch from Danny Weiser is upstairs for ball 1. Grady 0 for 2 in the contest officially. Walker grounded ball up to the shortstop, over to first base in time for the easy out. The 1 down. Jose Chachin at the plate. He's 1 for 3. Single to center, sandwiched in between a ground out to third and fly out to short. Pitch taken for a strike from Danny Beiser. Chachin batting .450 on the year. Freshman out of Venezuela. Takes that pitch for a strike. He steps out and takes a long look down at the head coach at third base. Steps back in with the 0-2 count, and here's the pitch. Ground ball, first base side, foul. So 0-2 to count to Jose Chachin with Trace Nelson in the on-deck circle for Cloud County. We're in the bottom of the 7th. T-Birds lead it, or trail it 10-3 to the North Iowa Area Community College Trojans out of Mason City, Iowa. Fly ball right side, but that's going to curve foul. It'll rattle down the first base line, and it'll be retrieved by a member of the Nyack Ball Club coming out of the first base dugout. So Danny Beiser on the hill, a sophomore out of Douglastown, New York, working his second action of the year. Pitch misses outside. The count evens out at 2-2. Correction, 1-2, says the home plate umpire. 1-2, guys. 1-2. Strike 3 got him looking. 2 down now for Cloud County. And Trace Nelson will come to the plate. Nelson, the left fielder. 0 for 3 in the ball game. Strikeout looking in the second. Ground out to second in the third. Then he flied out to the third baseman in the 5th. Fastball misses the outside corner for strike 1. Or ball 1, excuse me. Again, we'll have about a 20-minute break between ball games as Highland will take on North Iowa in the next action. That was scheduled to start at 2:30, so we're going to be about 20-30 minutes behind. Get a ground ball back up the middle, taken by the pitcher. over to first base, and that's your ball game. Final score: North Iowa 10, Cloud County 3. We'll take a break. We'll bring up another stream in a bit. We'll leave you the link on this stream. So stay with us, folks. We'll leave it over on the chat side. You've been watching the Scotty Sports Network. Yeah, I believe it is. I believe it is. I think it is. Maybe not, but double check. All right, that'll work, sir.
Oh, you're the official log guy?
I'm just the official one here today. Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate that. We were watching the game a couple times.
Oh,
Keeping track of how I won. So.
thank you, sir.